Hello, my name is Tim Heerdink. I will be reading for you the selections from The Human Remains by published by Birdbrain Publishing, July 7th, 2019, from Evansville, Indiana. This poem's called Unthankful Givings. This past Thanksgiving I skipped each dish and friend I did not miss, an event to give thanks and place for a trip far away across the sea to a distant land. Forget this year and forget its plan of taking every person from me who used to hold my hand. As I cry an empty man, time shows that my mental wounds will mend. These things the world gives need a receipt, because I do not wish to wish to proceed not in this tragedy. If I could rewrite the ending, would it make a difference, or should I look back thinking of my love lost in remembrance? Eating recedes into the deep, leaving a dawning sun to enter positively with a leap. My tongue becomes less numb, stumbling for the right words to say. Thank you for this new day. Did a lot with mental health and overcoming struggles in this collection. This one's called Mind's Quintet. If you could cut open my mind, you'd see 5 individuals tuning their instruments. The drummer is only stuck hauling the bulk of equipment while the vocalist fights his hatred for being the center of attention. Mr. Bass is only slow and plays the part only because no one else will. Everyone is fed up with the guitarist who shows up late and drinks too much instead of practicing for opportunities which should not be ignored. Sitting in her chair, horsehair bow in hand, a blonde straddling her majestic cello, states that she thinks it'd be better if the band broke up. Let's see what we got next. So I have a previous book called Red Flag and Other Poems that has deals more on the Holocaust. To donate all the proceeds to the Candles Holocaust Museum and Education Center in Terre Haute, Indiana, founded by Auschwitz survivor Eva Moses Core, who passed away on the July 4th, 2019. This one's called Funeral Blues 2 after W.H. Auden. Wind up the clock to the next hour, for that it's that time of year again. Keep on moving closer to mahogany doors with a constant glow, whispering little lies until the black appears and suffocates. See, I didn't always want to be a poet holding a fistful of scribbles meant to be something worthwhile. My past passion saw the direction of funerals, picking up the past away and preparing them for the great long rest. So many gone and countless services, and yet the best I had to offer the dead, sweet eulogies when nobody else could find their tongues. Yes, the world must move on, as it always does. Time cannot be caught no matter how hard we try to make it stop. There are so few grains, but still, we can do some good. And mentioning Eva Core, I was thinking I should probably read a poem for her. She always wore a stark, nice royal blue. So this one's called Lady in Blue for Eva Moses Core. Torn from her mother like two poles of opposites, childhood ended on the selection platform. With a mate from the womb, a path to survive the frost, hunger, and slaughter among endless obstacles that lay within the walls of hell. Staring the angel of death in the face as he poked and recorded the outcomes, knowing that someday there'd be reason for dancing, hands in the air as the rest of the world cheered in victory. Forgiveness the key. I guess I'll end on this one. This one a lot of people tend to like. It's called Outside the Walls of Concentration. We must always remember the Holocaust. The date is October 2015, and you have lost part of your hearing. Your teenage great-grandchildren are a bother, always complaining every time they have to visit as though you are a nuisance that should just fall over dead already so their parents can get what little you have left. Now you are 83, but when the war ended, you were only 13. Those little children have no idea of what you've seen. They pour fresh milk down the sink, and you remember the time when, for just one sip, you would give anything. In 1943, just east of Germany, the horrors of Auschwitz-Birkenau awaited you. Your family was put inside the walls after being forced from the ghetto in Saget. The skin a little tighter on your bones, yet you were still healthy. Deine Eltern waren immer noch mit dir. That was before the selection process began. Links, yelled the officer as he pointed at you and your mother, an angel who was too far broken for the factory. Your father stepped in, begging for your life, screaming, Sie kann arbeiten. You were spared from that death, but that was just the beginning. All the starvation and frostbite, and witnessing the slaughter of people reduced in numbers, made you who you are today. Even though you have survived, part of you still cries every time you see smoke rise, and you whisper, Muti. Thank you.